Temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida, but the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and 2. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well, this defense for the Jags, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Ballage. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ballage. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second down at 4. Here's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. For this defense, CD, going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Robinson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Balaj. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. They run it with Balaj. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Oh, he stays up. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Jags grab it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, we've often talked, and rightly so, about how great a story James Robinson was last year. Undrafted as a running back to over 1,000 yards rushing as a rookie. But what gets lost, especially for being a big man like he is, he's a great asset as a pass receiver, too. 49 catches for close to 350 yards.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Flare.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Check 99.
Rocket.
Give to ETN running right. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shift.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And now here's a carry heading left. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Shotgun now for Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44, Murray. This one into the hands of the running back, Balazs. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on second down. Murray, flush to his right. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And to give this time to the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches. And his guys are going to go for it. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
6 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Tackle. Mike 9.
Watch the ring, Charlie.
9's the mark.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Yep.
I got him. That's me.
Here's Lawrence. This is caught. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Bravo.
Check.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones.
Let's go.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Squeeze.
Another toe for Etienne. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Murray now on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Jaguars nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second and very short, Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup at 25. They go play action with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Get your swarm on.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Touchdown! Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 10.
60 Pittsburgh. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, well, Mike 34. Mike 34. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Murray going to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Arizona.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And bulldozing his way through. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Let's go, hey.
Go.
Watch the screen.
Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Hey, we got a seal.
6-6, bullet high. Go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. This is Robinson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 9.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are right back in this football game. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. A final shot now for Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that